Welcome to the casting couch. No, imagine now. I might make a good thumbnail that makes it look like it is so people actually click on this. No, it's just, yes, it is the couch. And yes, I've done things on it, but that's besides the point. Anyway, we're talking life update today. So let's talk. Now, before I start, full disclosure / disclaimer. The video comes out like 2nd of January. So we'll be talking about things post-Christmas with what happens January going forward. However, as you know, I am recording these well in advance, even more so this time around. Normally I do it a month in advance. This time it's even more because I'm doing like double the content in the next few weeks so that I can take time off over Christmas, like a couple of weeks off fully. So the gap between me recording and releasing these videos will be even bigger than usual. But either way, so it's still November. It's end of November now. So this is like 5 weeks in advance, and the next videos are going to be even more. So yeah, so technically none of this has happened yet, but I already know what's going to happen in that. I have plans and I tend to keep them, and short of death, this will keep. So I'll be able to record and post this confidently without it being inaccurate. Anyway, here's the plan. So let's start with the fitness aspect, because that's what most of you follow me for anyway. I have finished the cut as of now. As of right this moment, I'm still like midway through the reverse diet. But it's going fine, so it should be all right. And then in 2 weeks' time, so mid-December, I'm going to start a new bulk, a push phase, whatever you want to call it. Now, it will be different from the ones in the last few years, because before I'd always had like 12 weeks push, then like 6 weeks off because of drugs and so I don't die, and then 12 weeks, and then 6 weeks off, and then cut. This time around, because I finished this cut so much later than usual due to travel and all the other stuff that I talked about before, I don't have as much time for the bulk this year, because provided that we do get to do competitions next year, hopefully, I'm on a deadline. Like, I need to be ready by September next year. And you need like 16 weeks prep for that, and then I will need 6 weeks again with a break from the drug. So that's like 6 months before that I need reserved for the cut and things around it. Meaning that I only have 16 weeks to do an actual bulk. That's not a lot of time. Again, it's like 60% of what I would normally do, so I don't expect to gain much, but I'm still gonna try and get as much as possible. However, because we only have one, and because we want to make sure we're in the best possible position when the prep starts, we're actually, this time around, we're gonna keep it lean. Like, the bulk is not gonna be bulky. It's gonna be rather strict in that the weight gain is not gonna be as big. We're going to keep it as lean as possible. It does come at a cost of not gaining as much muscle as you could if I were to be slightly more aggressive, not too much, so you're just getting fat. But if I were slightly more aggressive, I might be able to gain a little bit more, but then I'm going to have to diet for longer. And because I can't afford to do 6 months like I did now, because of the deadline for the cut, I only have like 4 months, maybe, so like 16 weeks, maybe 20. It depends when the shows are going to be. I can't afford to be too fat. So bulking for 16 weeks, that's it. Given, even if we go aggressive within this level, what I just described, so not aggressive, just aggressive within this, and go like a pound a week tops, which is probably going to be less. I ended on 190. Like, if I do, so that's 16 pounds, accounting for Christmas, because there's those few days I will eat like an asshole, I'm not even going to deny. So let's call it 20 pounds. So I'm going to be 210 probably at the end of the next bulk. And that gives me 16, 20 weeks to lose 30 pounds. I always lose like 30 pounds. well, no, not 30, because I should be 180, 185. Yeah, maybe I might only have like 20 pounds to lose because I'm pretty shredded right now. So with the extra muscle, if I end up on the same weight, it's gonna be a lot better and a lot leaner. So might be stage ready. So I mean, yeah, good. If it goes well, I'll have about 20 pounds to lose instead of like 30, 35 that I have to do normally, which is gonna speed things up and might not be as miserable. I'll still be miserable, but not as much. So that's the plan in regards to this. Some changes will be happening come January. As you know, I'm still at my parents' house, even at the time of this coming out. You know, it's not. No, I mean now, not like since ever. I haven't been living here 33 years like a loser. I was away for 15 years on my own. I just came back from UK, as you know, and then moved here. I'm back here now. I just need to orient myself, get my shit together, and then start, and then go move out. It's just because during the cut and everything, I did not have the energy. I just was trying to survive. And now there's no point because like I might as well stay here over Christmas because like well, it will make my mother happy, but also it's gonna make me happy because I will be right at the source of all the cooking and baking and everything. So I look forward to that. It's been a while, and who knows what the next year is gonna be like. So I wanna enjoy / exploit that fully. So come January, so at the time of this video, I'm gonna start looking for my own place to move out because I mean these things aside that I just said, I really need my own place, man. I'm tired of like this constant interruptions. Like my dad, bless him, I love him, but I mean I'm in my room working and he just knocks in and just bursts in with every fucking stupid thing. Like, oh, I just met mother of your former like classmate from primary school. Like, okay, you can tell me this later. You don't need to interrupt my fucking workflow for this. And it's like that all the time. He just knocks on that door like I'm fucking just chilling, like it's a free for all, and it pisses me the fuck off. There's other things. Also, sharing the bathroom, I can't do that anymore. I'm too old for that. That kind of stuff. I need my space. I want to plug in my PS5 in the living room and just lie down on the sofa and game for the fucking all of Sunday with no interruptions. No, turn it off. No, put the volume down or turn it off. I want to watch news or whatever. Like, it's his house, so it's fair. But I need my space. I'm too old for this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna look for a place come January. I'm gonna start looking. The hope is I move February, hopefully. But there's a couple of things that play a part. Like one, it's a small town. There's not that many flats that become available, especially not ones that would be suitable for my level of demands. I'm not demanding that at all, but like I don't want some communist era fucking kitchen and toilet, like fuck that. So I want like modern shit ish. So there's not that many of those available because people usually live here, so they just keep the places they have. So it's gonna be a while and a bit of a challenge to find something suitable. Also, I'm still deciding how big a flat I want because I'm thinking because it's either one of two things. In here, it's a bit differently. When you say 2-bedroom in UK, you mean 2 bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. In here, when you say 2-bedroom, you just mean 2 rooms and a kitchen, so 2 plus 1. So I'm wondering if I should get 2 bedrooms. So I'm going to have a bedroom and a living room and kitchen, and I'm going to put my work stuff, the computer, in the living room. It's fine, like it's its own section. If it's just me, it's fine. It's its own section. I'm not going to be doing 2 things at once. Nothing's going to interrupt me. So it's okay. Like it would be very much doable, not a problem. However, if I am here long term and then let's say I start seeing someone, they're kind of around, staying over, like suddenly them watching TV disrupts my work. Suddenly them just existing outside of the bedroom, in the kitchen or whatever, it disrupts my work and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, should I just just spend more money and just get a 3-bedroom instead to have a bedroom, a living room, kitchen, and an office. But then, having a whole room just to have a table in there seems like a bit of a waste of space. There's more heating, I don't know. It's a bit like when I'm alone, it's completely unnecessary. But then when someone's there, it's going to be useful. And then also when let's say someone lives with me, if I'm lying on a sofa gaming, that's also going to be disruptive for someone else doing whatever. So then I could technically move the TV and like a different sofa into the office and have like a gaming section. So I could do that, and then I won't get disrupted and I won't disrupt others. But again, this is only like if I'm like living with someone. So it's a bit of a short-term, long-term kind of thing. Should I just invest more into the bigger one and just get it over with? Or do I just do the small one and because it's fine for me, and then if I date someone and it gets serious and we move in, then but we might need to get a different place anyway. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's just a bit, I don't know which one to do. But I'm guessing I'm just gonna leave it be for now. It doesn't matter. I don't need to deal with it now. But when I'm like contacting realtors or whatever, I'll just go, look, it can be 2 or 3, and then the best one wins. If I find a really great one, like in terms of like the modernity and everything, and it's 2, I'll take 2. If I find a better or really good one that's 3, I'll take 3. If I find both, then I can decide which one I want, maybe depending on price and that kind of shit. So that's what I'll do. For the record, I'm just renting it. I'm not buying it. I'm not that well off. But also, there's still a possibility I might move to fucking Colombia in like a year's time. So there would be 0 point of doing that. So I'm just going to rent it. But still, like, the rent is higher, right, for a bigger house. Well, sometimes it's not. It depends. But that said, I'm actually really fucking excited for it. Not just because, I want my space and I'm done with it here, but I've never actually lived alone. Like, I've always had housemates. At least one. Like, there was one period, it was about a year and a half, not even less. It was like a year that that was just me and my friend. So it was just two of us. That was actually really good. I enjoyed that. That was really nice because we got along great. We've known each other for years. We, liked similar things and that kind of stuff. So there was not that much interference. Yeah, a little bit of a fight over the bathroom sometimes, but outside of that, it was fine. But then his girlfriend moved in, which I agreed on, during like the lockdown. So then there was 3 of us, and that became a bit of a pain in the ass. So it was a year that was good. It was just 2 of us. But outside of that, I've always had like, there was like 3, 4 of us at a time. Big houses. Like, it's not like we were tight space. It was big houses, so there was space. It was just, but the bathrooms weren't that many usually, or just like even in the last house when I was living in London, each had separate bathrooms and everything. So that was cool. But the kitchen was still a bit of a, like, especially because my office was in the kitchen, like kind of next to it. That was a nightmare. Like, they would make so much noise in there because they always had friends every fucking night, and I'm trying to work in the evening, and it was just so disruptive, and I couldn't get shit done. So that was fucking annoying. So the prospect of me living on my own fully, everything's exactly the way I want. The decorations are exactly the way I want. I mean, I'm still a guy. There's like 4 metal paintings of Spartans and samurai, but still, and swords. It's still there. Like, everything's exactly the way I want. Everything's in the exact place where I want it. Every section is exactly for different things, for your brain connection. Because like, working and gaming and sleeping in the same room all the time is not good. Because you have those connections. Like, if you have this place for sleeping, this place for working, this place for gaming, this place is for eating. Like, you have these sections of the house, which just makes it a lot easier to switch in your brain. So I really look forward to that. I'm really excited. It does mean I'm going to talk even less than now with people, which is almost nothing as it is. So I will be rather isolated, just leaving to go to the shop and to the gym. And in the gym, I don't talk to no one anyway, except how many you got left and can I jump in? That's the extent of my conversations over that. And then overall, it's just going to mean I'm a bit more settled. Like, after all this this whole fucking, I don't know how, like 3 years of just kind of being all over the place, always expecting to move again. I gave in a bit of a settle. Technically, I'm still potentially expecting to move again to the Colombia thing of the year, but we'll see. That might not happen. So as of now, I'm still gonna like settle in properly, so to speak. I'm gonna try and get a furnished place. I don't have to buy all the furniture, so it's not that settled, but it's still like I'm in my own place. This is where I'm staying for now, and I don't leave for a while, depending on how long my contract is as well. And like I'm gonna be here for this period of time, and then we'll decide. So it's a bit like it's gonna be a bit more peaceful, I guess, because there's not that much. That's not that pressure of constant or tension of constant expectation of things changing. So that's the plan going forward. Again, I will update you, I think, because again, recording these well in advance, by the time I make the next batch in like 2 months, I'm probably already going to be in the process of either, sorting, either moving or getting it out or something. So then obviously I'll record that whole thing, show you the new place, whatever it is, and talk about a bit more there, what's where and that kind of stuff. But that comes... For that, you're going to have to subscribe and stay around for that long to be able to see it. There you go. There's your hook, and there's your end of the video because I've run out of things to talk about. So yeah, stay around, subscribe, stay around for a couple of months at least. You'll see what this whole thing turns out to be like. Have yourself a great day. See you in the next one.